Hello, everybody. I'm Ann Tucker, Parent Path Founder, and tonight I'm talking with Fabiola, my fellow Parent Path Founder, about self-care. How are you, Fabi?
I'm great. Thank you, Annie. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Good. So we're talking tonight with Fabiola, because she's in a really unique position. She's a single mom of a 12-year-old boy, but she's also a single working mom of a 12-year-old boy. And we're going to just hear her perspectives on, how does she, talking about self-care, those of us who have spouses and partners, it's easier to find the time. But when you're a single mom, I can imagine it's much more of a challenge. How do you deal with that, Fabi?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Annie, because when you're a single parent, you really don't have much time to devote to yourself. But through the years, I have learned that the best way to do this is to kind of put your attention within. Like, listen to your body, listen to your emotions, listen to your thoughts, and choose what you want to create with those. Like for me, it has been through experience that I learned to listen to my body. So, for example, I pay attention in a daily basis, almost every hour. I check myself on how I'm feeling, if I am really feeling that I am integrating my day, if I feel like something is disorganized in myself. So all those little things give me like a warning when I have to really change something, okay? And self-care for me is self-care for me is about really caring for what and how do you feel every moment of your life. And this has been a journey, definitely, because at the beginning I didn't know how to make this work. I didn't have somebody that could support me on this, so I had to really learn by myself how can I make this, work for me, because I was thinking, okay, I have to take care of my son, I have to go to work, I have to take care of the house. So that means I go, take my son to school, go to work, pick him up, come home, have to prepare dinner, I have to do homework, I have to take him to bed, and approximately like at 9:30, I would have some time for myself. And what I did is I decided to really pay attention to myself during the day. Because
if Fabiola, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I did want to point out that I never really heard, and I think it's a game changer for me, but I love the idea of thinking of self-care as checking in with yourself throughout the day. I have always thought about it as, I'm going to go get my nails done, or I'm going to go get a cup of coffee with a friend. But when you don't necessarily have that luxury, you can stop every hour like you did and just, okay, how do I feel right now? Where does my body feel tense? And kind of eliminating it before it becomes a big problem. I love that you brought that up, and I'm going to use that now and start checking in with myself and thinking of it as self-care. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go on.
Yeah, for me it really became the tool because with a limited budget, right, I cannot really, I would like to go here, go over there, but as a single mom, you really have to, be careful with your expenses. So the best way I found is for me to go, for example, to nature, right? If I feel like, you know what, I think I have to plan a trip to the beach. Of course, I have the fortune that I live close to the beach. So I plan a trip to the beach on the weekend, or if I have time one day after work, And so if I can go and have a walk at the trail that is behind my house, or if I can go and sit just on the grass and just relax and feel myself, like be with myself. And it really has been awesome for me because it helped me also to connect with my son. because the more relaxed and the more, not controlled, but calm, and the more I can really check on myself. It helped me with Miguel. So, yeah, that's what I observed. And, sometimes, it's when I am working, right? I don't want these, little snowballs to get bigger snowballs. And so I just check, okay, what's going on here? This thought, I don't really like to think like this. Why don't I choose something different to think? Because everything is energy. And so that is the truth that, essentially, leads my life, that everything is energy. And so for me, it's very important to make sure that, my essence of energy is really being used in a positive way, in a high vibrational way. I mean, like nothing is, good or wrong, but something, has a lower frequency, something can have a higher frequency, and so I choose the higher vibration. I try to choose the higher vibration always.
Good. So, Fabiola, for those people who aren't familiar with the idea of higher and lower vibration, could you give us, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but could you give us an example of you maybe feeling in a lower vibration and what you do to change it, to shift it to a higher vibration?
Yes.
So can you think of an example? Mm-hmm.
Yes. I have some, like, when you are working, whoever is working, or when you are in a family and, in a family everybody is different. But, for example, when I am with a group of people, it could be at work, and they kind of start gossiping, right? That exists everywhere. And it can be not in a bad intention. They can just be talking. But I feel like, you know what, I don't think that matches with me. I don't really feel good, talking about this person, what I do is just like, I just, block myself from it. It's not, I don't make them, uncomfortable. I don't tell them anything. I just say, well, this doesn't belong to me, and I choose not to keep it with me. I choose not to take it within. So I just leave it there, and I just close myself to that. So that could be a lower vibration for me, and a higher one would be, instead of, listening to that, they are talking, I just say, I'm going to start thinking about which project can I do today? How can I do my life better today? What can I do later when I am off of work? I mean, and then if I can tell them something like, hey, why don't we go to the beach on Sunday, or why don't we, and then I can just change it, in a very indirect way, redirect their,
and they probably, and the people around you probably pick up on your positive thinking and your positive energy and rise to meet you instead of keep on spiraling down. Beautiful. Fabiola, I think we're out of time, but I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, Annie. It was great. It was a pleasure.
Okay. You take care. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thanks
you.
all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.